on a big challenger.
Yeah, you know, you're too kind. They're trying to ruin their season to take away that undefeated season, and that's what it's about. So it's exciting for you, prepared, getting ready to go in these kind of matchups, and I think both teams, in my eyes, physically, they're even, so this should be exciting.
With that kick, we're underway. He'll have a chance to take off. Got a flag.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And the illegal block in the back is going to move this team back.
Yeah, you know, Jim, the rule of thumb here is if you can read the name on the back of the jersey, don't block it.
Bell in the backfield. Single back set. That ball should have been picked, but instead it's knocked away incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
2nd and 10. And it's batted down. This defense is ready to pounce here early in this game as a 3rd and long play is coming up.
They sure are. There's no doubt about that. They got themselves in a good situation here. If I'm the quarterback now, 3rd and long, I would be very cautious and conservative.
Going for the home run. And incomplete. The defense does his job, forcing 4th down in a hurry.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
The Seahawks showing no fear at this stage of the game, and they're going to go for it. The Seahawks turn the ball over on downs. Bridgewater's is, of course, going to be the man at quarterback today. Looking for a little more accuracy out there, having completed less than 50% of his passes on the season.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater moves around pretty well. He just knows how to buy extra time before he throws that football under pressure. And those gloves, man, they work big time for him. He has learned to use them, and he does it well.
And Ivory's got it. Counter run.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the 1st down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13.
The 49ers think they're doing a good job this time by running the football on 2nd down. And what do? They lose a couple of yards. Now you have 3rd and long. You better be careful in this situation.
Bridgewater's got it in the gun. Looking across the middle. And Matthews is tackled down after a gain of 10.
Nice catch that time by the receiver on the slant route. Quarterback puts it right on target.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. And they take the lead with this field goal in the 1st.
Yeah, good job there by the offense, driving down the field. And anytime you get points early in the game, that is a confidence boost for your football team.
And he runs it out to about 27 before he's taken down. Smith's heading out now for his 1st series. What a season he's enjoyed. Again, in the top 10 in the league when it comes to quarterback rating. The Seahawks offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down to own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, we'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know.
Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose. Here's the Seahawks offense. This season, ranking second in the NFL when it comes to passing yards per game. 3rd and 3. Bell's going to take the handoff now.
Bell's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd and short. He just gets it done with sheer willpower.
1st down at the 40. Ratliff takes him to the ground.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And Calvin Johnson can't hold on that time. And here's the 49ers defensive lineup. They do have a tendency to give up a lot of yardage. So we'll see if this offense can take advantage today. The Seahawks need to get to the 50 for a 1st down. The Seahawks from the 32. Nice catch.
Well, one of the prettiest plays in the NFL, maybe in all of sports, is still the long pass down the field that is completed. What a nice throw and catch.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. That's his first reception today.
The Seahawks did a good job there on 1st down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now 2nd and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
The 49ers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And straight ahead, Bell. Tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up.
Bell is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
1st down at the 21. Bell, right side.
Good job that time by the offense. Power run gets them a few yards.
The Seahawks now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone. 2nd down and 5. Peyton Hillis will run with it. That's a gain of only a yard.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
3, 3, 3, 3. Ready.
The 49ers with a nickel look here on defense. Alex Smith from the gun. Cameron Jordan hunts him down and makes him pay.
When you blitz on 3rd down, you hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high. But the rush, they're quick enough. They get there and they sack the QB.
And it looks like they won't have to worry about being behind entering the 2nd quarter as the field goal has us tied.
Yeah, a little confidence boost, right? You know, anytime you tie up a game and once that game gets going and a few drives by each team, it makes you feel good.
First down at the 20. Incomplete. Chancellor was in the vicinity. Now we'll get a look at the 49ers lineup. Surprisingly, their passing attack this year has been rather disastrous. Chris Ivory lined up in the backfield. 2nd down and 10. Malcolm Floyd makes the play. And now here's the Seahawks defense stacks up. It's thanks to this unit that in the takeaway, giveaway category, they rank top 10 in turnover differential. The 49ers have it at the 24. Brings it in along the sideline.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short. Defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a fourth down.
Smith got a chance this time. Smith's tackled down at the 36. The Seahawks have had trouble protecting their quarterback today. Smith's tried to drop back and make plays, but he's been under pressure all game long.
Oh, boy, watching a quarterback in a day like today, I'm glad I'm up in the booth because that is some beating he is taking, but he's hanging in there tough. Well, only a couple yards that time by the punt returner. Good defense by the punt coverage team. They get down their speed. They hustle. They're all around him. They only give up a couple yards.
Hitta's going to pull in the bullet pass. And Williams is going to make the tackle.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance. They get it done.
Hitta's got it. On a pass, had some heat on it. Talib's there to make the tackle.
Well, you can't play man-to-man, Jim, every single play. Every once in a while, you got to throw in the zone. That's what they did this past play. Hey, it was a good idea. It just didn't work.
Back here to start quarter two. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of...
Breaks the flame. Touchdown. And here in quarter number two, they've taken the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator, boy, he's got to be happy with the play calls and the execution by the players on the offensive side. That was a good, smart drive.
Ready to swing his leg as aggressively as possible and send the football down to the end zone. Talib's got it. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. Floyd's been way less of a factor in the passing game today than we're accustomed to. Maybe this is the drive that he gets things started.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. I think everybody's hoping for that he'll pick up his play and just help everybody on the offensive side. Not doing a good job. He just hasn't been crisp running his routes. And when you're not crisp running your routes, hard to get open.
Out of the shotgun formation. Bridgewater's now going to hit the ground in a slide and in the play.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
2nd and 4. They'll run it here. And Ivory's tackled down at the 32.
Ivory's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. The Seahawks defense now is going to go nickel. Bridgewater's going to take it from the gun. And it ends up in the hands of Malcolm Floyd. Mark him down for another reception.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target. Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Makes the catch. They advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
The 49ers did a good job that time, throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now 2nd and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
Bridgewater's now completed 4 in a row. Takes it from the gun. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's the football resting at the 43. The 49ers take it from the 43. And they get the sack. Lots minutes of game left, but that stop gives the offense a chance to extend the lead.
You said it, long way to go, but get momentum on your side. Find a way to come out here as an offense and put some points on the board.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The 49ers defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results. No question about that, Jim. They got to come out. They got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time. And the number one key for all defensive teams is play hard.
Way to call them out there, partner.
Hey, it's what I do.
The Seahawks have leaned on their tight end in the passing game to this point. Pitta's been a focal point for this offense here in the first half.
Anytime you have a tight end with talent, you want to get them involved in the passing game. You know why? Because it's a mismatch. They're going against linebackers, safeties, guys who are not as athletic as they are. You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
2nd down and 5. Catch made by Calvin Johnson. That's another reception, giving him 2. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
Smith's now completed his last 7 passes.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job on the offensive line.
And looking underneath, this will go incomplete. The Seahawks now on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in 3rd down situations. The Seahawks take it from the 33. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the 1st down.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the 1st down.
Smith's alone in the backfield. 1st and 10. Throws the pass. And on the receiving end, Dennis Pitta. Butler's there to take him down.
The Seahawks coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off bounds, even me. I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on 1st down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
2nd down, 2 to go. Bell's taking the handoff. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
The defense, when they watch this tape tomorrow, they are going to get their rear ends chewed out. Look at the broken tackles that time by the running back.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Now as we come back to the field, following the 2-minute warning, we've got a defense trying to hold strong and not allow this lead to balloon any further. The catch by Bell. Touchdown, Seattle. Bell's 2nd touchdown of the game.
Man, the defense has to be down at something like this. They allow the offense to score that touchdown in the red zone. My God, you only have such a small part of the field to defend, and they just didn't get the job done that time.
Smith's going to look on now from the sidelines. That last drive, he contributed more than 50 yards in the air. Talib's got it on the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The 49ers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
1st down at the 24. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. Bridgewater's the one who is down, and will step aside for just a moment. We're back after the injury timeout, and Danielle Bellini will have the update on the injury in just a moment.
Second down here. Double tight end formation.
Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun, and it's knocked down.
There are a lot of ways to attack cover, too. You can go deep down the middle where neither the safeties are, or if a linebacker covers somebody deep down the middle, then throw it short underneath the defense.
Third and 1.
Bennett has the catch. Bennett's brought down after picking up 11 on this play.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
Bennett was the target, but this goes incomplete.
Second down coming up.
Manziel's back in shotgun formation. Surveys. Williams takes down the quarterback.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes of the first half, you got to get rid of the football. Nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
The 49ers take it from the 33.
He's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Hard to second-guess the offense in a situation like this. Third and long, to think you're going to throw the football down the field and pick it up, that's not going to happen. So you try to maybe catch the defense by surprise. Well, that run play didn't surprise them. Great job on the defensive side.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Seahawks, Phil, have really gotten things going here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Yeah, listen, it's about time. And anytime you see an offense turn things around, it usually points to one area on the offensive side. That is the offensive line. They have been dominating.
The Seahawks signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 20. And Hartman close to getting the interception.
Well, when you want to put all the pressure on the quarterback to make really good throws down the field, play tight man-to-man coverage, it takes perfect throws to get completions. Not there that time.
Second and 10.
Down the field. And that pass is going out of bounds. Incomplete.
In a situation like this, third and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Third down and 10.
Looking long. Snatches it with one hand. The Seahawks call a timeout and are left now with only one.
The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go.
One more snap and halftime. First down at the 46. Pitta's got it and a first. The teams head to the locker room, and we'll be heading to the studio to our pal Larry Ridley as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. Here at CenturyLink Field, Jim Nantz and Phil Simms as the third quarter is about to get underway. With this kick, the second half is underway. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The 49ers are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend?
Awful offense, and there's many things you've got to do. You've got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed. It's a little more than a drought, and that's what they got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
The third quarter begins with this play. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
Second down.
Bridgewater's got it in the gun. And it's swatted away.
Tough situation you found yourself in. Third and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the first down, so be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake.
Third and 10.
And that's going to be a 3 and out.
Got to give the defense a hand. They are all over the receivers, all over the field. Nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion. A lot of credit there.
Smith's got it on the return. That's a gain of 10.
Two tight ends on the field here.
Alex Smith looking long, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Second down and 10.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The Seahawks have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Smith's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? When your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches. Bell is going to be mad at himself after that run. He picked the wrong hole. If he'd have went the other way, he would have had enough space to pick up the first down. He has stopped. Now it brings up fourth down.
Bell's able to get the job done and picks up the first down.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Snags it right out of the air with one hand. Dennis, a big target, but he plays that tight end position like he's a wide out, Phil.
Yeah, you know what you see now, Jim? To be everything was focused around the wide receiver. He was the #1 guy in the passing offense, but now we see many tight ends who are the #1 option, just like we're seeing here today. The Seahawks, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and it picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line.
Bell's going to secure the handoff. Talib's there that time for the tackle. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
They are staring at the end zone just a yard away.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown. This great season has continued for him today as he's zeroing in on the record for rush TDs in a single season.
I like his chances, don't you? I mean, what is going to slow this offense down? What is going to slow this running back down? I do not see anybody stopping him, and he is going to make history, in my opinion, and get the rush TDs for a season.
They'll take it at the 20. The 49ers have had a game they'd like to forget, and it hasn't been getting any prettier for them in the second half.
Well, sometimes there's days like this, Jim. You know, I don't know what it's like. I've never been in this type of situation, but it's been rough out there. It's not going your way, but just hang in there.
It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Second and 10. Running room. They come to the line, and it's first down. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. And Ivory's handed the football.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense at time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The 49ers lined up. Bunch formation. The 49ers have it at the 29. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. Picks up about 2.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
The 49ers snap it at the 31. Ball is out, and it's a takeaway. Their misery is compounded with the lost fumble here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I want to give the team a speech, and here's what I would say to them, Jim. I'm not going to scream as loud as I would if I was there in person. Wake up. Well, are you kidding me? They're sleepwalking out there. Get involved in the game.
A lot of things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game, and also you get in all the situations.
Seattle is in for the score. Touchdown. Bell's just scored his 4th touchdown of the day. It's been a special season and a special moment right there as he's tied the mark for rush TDs in a single season.
Man, what a year. It's a record you thought was unapproachable. And here they are. They tied that record for rush TDs in a season, Jim. I like their chances of breaking it, but who cares about that right now? Let's just say congratulations. It is a great job done.
The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Airing it out. Jordan Matthews brings it in. The fourth quarter about to get underway, and there's not much left to do in this one other than to run out the clock.
Yeah, that's what you hope to do on the side. When you're winning a game like this, you want to run the clock out. And you know what, Jim? On the other side, they want that clock to run too.
And they take him down.
Oh, man, defensive coordinators love this. When you can hit, or this time they sack the quarterback without even blitzing.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Let's go.
Second down and a long way to go. The grab is made by Ivory. And Ivory's brought down after picking up 14 on the play.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
Bridgewater's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Out of the gun. Trying to hook up with Cooper that time, but this pass goes incomplete. He'll try this one from 51. The kick, it's through there. The kick is good.
Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense, good job by the kicker.
And unable to pull off the onside kick, the hands team comes away with the football. Things have to go wrong in any game for it to be this one-sided. But you look at the matchup at running back, and it's certainly just one more thing that stands out.
Yeah, when you run the football well, we all know you control the tempo of the game, and also you get into all the situations that favor your offense and your defense. That's why they're blowing the other team out.
It's first down as they head to the line. Down.
That was excellent man-to-man coverage that time. When you want to shut down a receiver, really the only way to do it is to man up and play him one-on-one.
The Seahawks come out with a split backfield. Smith standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Third long coming up. You're losing by a couple scores. You're on the defensive side. You must know the offense is not going to take a chance, so be aggressive and maybe get lucky and get a turnover.
They bring in the extra tight end. The Seahawks take it from the 28. And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to fourth down.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Johnson's got it on a pass that has some heat. Talib's the one who brings him to the ground.
Nice job by the coach that time going forward on fourth down. His team is up here in the second half. He wants to keep momentum on his side. That's why he goes for it, and they get it.
The Seahawks are in the end zone for the touchdown. Smith's up to 25 touchdown passes on the season. It's been over for a long time, Phil, but at least we waited till midway through the fourth quarter to declare it.
Yeah, we've been thinking it for a while, but now we can say it out loud. And look, the losing side, look, you got to go back and think about what you did in this game. The strategy, it was all wrong. And if you want to win another game, you better think and change what you're doing.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The 49ers have it at the 24. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. That's his first reception today.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Bridgewater's going to take it from the gun. Riley Cooper with the catch.
If you got a defensive back that's scared to death and not going to give up the big play, you've got to run things like this. The out route, nice route by the wide receiver, and a good throw by the quarterback.
First down at the 44. Up in the air, and he's got the catch. The Seahawks all season long have won the turnover battle, and today it's more of the same.
When you look at turnovers, it really, to me, comes down to one thing. That means you have a lot of speed on the defensive side. You can hit them before they are ready, and that's what they're doing here today.
Ivory with the catch, and he's tackled down after picking up the first. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just 2 minutes left of this one. We're back now for the end of the fourth quarter. Bridgewater's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You can give a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch.
The 49ers look like they have nothing left after a hard-fought victory a week ago, and today they are getting dusted.
Well, the mind was right. The body is just not there for them today. They're definitely out of gas, and it shows in this performance, one of their worst of the season.
2 hands on the football and has the catch. That's a timeout by the D. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Bridgewater by himself in the backfield. First down at the 16. Catch made. Gains 13. Third catch today so far.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
First and goal from the 3. Bridgewater's now completed his last 7 passes. Second down following that incompletion. The Seahawks lined up in the nickel. Just a quick drop back. And he's thrown to the ground.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Loss of 4 on the play. Third and goal from the 7. Has it. Touchdown. A late touchdown. We have a review coming from the booth.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Every touchdown is reviewed, and now confirmation the touchdown will stand. The 49ers for the extra point. The point after try is in the books. The Seahawks could afford to give up points on that last drive. Special teams now in place in a game they still control here in the fourth. The score's 38-13. It'll be a touchback. The Seahawks can put this game away here. Just run out the clock here, Phil. It's been a blowout victory, and now all you're trying to do is not get anybody hurt.
That's right. Get this game over with. And in the NFL, you've got to treasure moments like this. To win easily, that doesn't happen often, so enjoy this victory.
Second and 3 after that last carry. Beyond the markers. It's a first down. The Seahawks with no timeouts left. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout. First down here after the completion. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. Underneath and incomplete that time. Smith's lined up. 2 tight ends set. The Seahawks take it from the 33. Catch made out to Johnson. That's his 5th catch of the day.
Well, there's no substitute for talent. And that time we saw a lot of talent from the quarterback throwing it down the field, and what a good job of the wide receiver making the catch.
They're going back up top. Pitta can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Bell in the backfield. Single back set. Looking to go deep. And it falls incomplete. Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.